Hello everyone. So this is just a short video where I want to really show you how one day of Genshin Impact really looks like once you're at Adventure Rank 55 or even higher for that matter. When there's no events going on and you've already done your weekly bosses and so on and so forth, then what's left is actually just this daily grind, which is maybe not the most
Should we really
entertaining
be
thing in the
off
world,
work this
but
early?
I'm going to show it off.
There's
And
still a lot left to do.
if you really want to get somewhere as a free-to-play or at least barely free-to-play player, then I definitely recommend doing this. So let's get going. What do I do? Well, first step is getting some condensed resin, which I already quickly bought. You can see I've got enough to buy one more, so we'll just grab the crafting bench, get a condensed resin, just to efficiently spend our resin in the artifact domains later, because that is what you will mostly be doing. So now we grab that. We make sure that the expedition's underway.
We're way behind schedule.
I do believe I logged in 5 minutes earlier today, so they should already be going. Yes, they're already going. Make sure to collect and set them on their way. And then also go to the blacksmith, talk to him. First of all, ask him for tips to see where the ore is for today, or at least some of the ore of the day. And also make sure to craft at least 4 pieces of these mystic ores every day and collect them the next day when you log in. So we're just doing that. There we go. Also, remember, quite important, to check on a daily basis, if you don't have it written down somewhere, the parametric transformer every 7 days, to use that one. As you can see, I still have a couple days before I can use that again. So now it's just a question of actually going around doing the daily tasks, of course, and collecting the minerals. You could, of course, spend more time finding minerals everywhere in the world, but just the quick daily one is just getting the minerals at the blacksmiths, both the one in Leeway and also the one in Mondstadt, they tell you to get. As you can see, my character setup right now is Ganyu, Albedo, Diluc, and Bennett. They should be able to fairly quickly take care of everything. As mentioned, I'm almost free to play. I guess I pay for the battle pass and also the Welkin, Welkin blessing. Apart from that, I have not spent any money in this game, which is why I
We're way behind
don't have any Hu Tao, or I do have Ganyu, which is of course nice, without any constellations though. But she is fairly capable of defeating all the normal enemies quite comfortably. So here we go. Got the first piece of magical crystal and crystal chunks. Of course, never use the magic crystal because that's a waste of resin most of the time. But just the regular crystal chunks, very worthwhile for you to actually upgrade weapons along the way. So that's one place with some crystals. Now let's grab another one. Here you'll also quite often, just like this, run into these events, which are going to give you a little bit of gold, or mora, and a little bit of crystal as well, weapon upgrade stuff. So there we go. Quite fast.
We're way behind schedule.
Let's get Diluc, grab the crystal. So as I was saying, I have a full-time job besides doing this. This is not really something I do very often, YouTube videos. But that does mean that my time for Genshin Impact is quite limited. So at least when there's nothing else going on event-wise and so on, then just doing this quick daily grind is really enough. It's also not the most entertaining thing when there's nothing else you can actually do. I do like this game a lot though. It has a very nice rhythm to it combat-wise, and then everything looks quite good. So I do hope that they can give us some proper content going forward. But I will probably get around to posting some other videos of some other games at some point when I get around to them. time allows. Here we go. That's some more crystal. Now in Mondstadt, I believe there's no more crystal today. Also, note that the battle pass is not here currently. If the battle pass is here, there might be a few more things you can do. But even the past 2 weeks or so, I've been maxed out on the battle pass, in which case there's just no point either. But then you would maybe do the ley lines without collecting the rewards, because that's not worth it. Just do the ley lines once, so 2 in Mondstadt and 2 in Leeway, and then you'll be able to get the battle pass weekly ley line bonus as well. So now we go to Leeway. We do the same thing. Find the stones. Oh, not climbing the trees, because why not? There's an assassin down here who I usually grab as well when the stones are nearby, crystals are nearby. Just because getting the assassin materials is not something that I have a lot of, so that's somewhat worthwhile as well. Also, if you need Abyss Mages, there's a few down there. 3 of them, I think.
Pay your dues.
Come into being.
Born of ice and frost.
Let's just grab this guy. Oh, that's a Mr. Ganyo. That's a break.
No escape. You can't run from dead.
Inspector's Sacrificial Knife. That's what we like. This video is taken just before the 1.5 update hits. So of course the housing system
We're way
will be
behind schedule.
part of the 1.5 update, so I'm expecting a bit more daily stuff to arrive with that update, and I'll make an update to this companion piece to this video later if that turns out to be the case, if it's not just a temporary thing to max out, which it might be. Just like the Crimson Agathis in Dragon Spine, which you did end up spending a bit of time on just to max it out to 10, but then after it gets to 10, there's nothing else you can actually do up there, so that stops being a part of the daily grind. There we go. Right. I do also just look down here to see if there's any. There's a couple down there we can also grab. The robot is over there. If you need to kill robots, this is a good place. There's quite a few. I think 4 of them or so. Oh, looks like he saw me. Alright then.
Moments of birth.
Access denied.
Well, there we go. That's a robot. Well, this one doesn't seem like it wants to die. Interesting. Alright, we'll leave that one be then. Okay, what is next? We have some down here. This is of course being played on the PC. I've never played Genshin Impact on the phone, or we do have it on the PlayStation as well. My wife and I, we do play together sometimes. She's not quite as
Burst forth.
No touching.
high adventure rank as I am. She's not quite as invested in it, but it's fun. Alright. Next one over here. Thieves for characters that need that for ascension. Oh.
The hunter.
I think there's a few over here also.
Another test subject.
Ganyu is by far my favorite character, as I'm quite partial to the bow and arrow ranged playstyle, although I do also enjoy the great swords. The D-Look. I did use Razor as my main DPS for a long time until I finally got Ganyu in the banner, and then about the same time I also got a D-Look. So then they've been my go-to characters. Oh, we actually managed to max out the artifacts. Interesting. I think we got something here on Xingqiu we can upgrade. Elemental mastery, attack, crit damage. Yeah. Should we do that one? Yeah, let's just nail this a bit so we can continue onwards. My artifacts are definitely not the best, but I do have a few good ones. Particularly, got some artifacts that could be really good, but oh, that's attack percent. That's okay. But it always turned out that they just got bonuses and crap. Right, like this one. I mean, it got attack, got crit damage. It's actually quite a good goblet. This one is probably my worst artifact on Ganyu. This one ended up just getting defense all the time and a bit of HP percentage. So the crit rate, crit damage, yeah, it's okay. This one, attack, crit rate, that's just flat defense, I think almost 2 or 3 times. And this one over here, also defense a couple times, crit rate quite low. But overall quite decent. Let's continue the daily grind. Alright, then we have up here. Feels like there's always crystals up here, every single day. And there's also one big hilly trail guy.
Burst forth.
Access denied.
Here we go. There's almost always 2. These crystal spots up here. And up here as well. Almost seems like this is here every day as well. We can kill the Dendro slime. Really curious to see if they ever add Dendro characters in this
Access
game.
denied.
It'd be very cool, but also a big task for the developers. And if we need a
Let's light it
plant
up.
here, grab that. I do also like to have a quick look here, even though it doesn't show that there's any crystal chunks. Usually there is. Also there's a couple pieces of violet grass every few days. If you want to send Xinyang or some other character requiring violet grass. Yeah, so we were quite lucky. Getting some... Oh. Come on, D-Luke. And also on the south here, this is also a good place to get some butterflies. Try and see. Oh, okay, we got him. Usually I miss one of these, but today was a lucky day. There's a couple more here. You also find 3 Abyss Mages if you follow the path up here. And there's a Fatui Sisson Mage down there as well. It's also a good place for crabs, which is something I don't have a lot of. Some more crystal. More. I remember when this game, well, not when it first came out, I started playing it at the end of the first time the Zhongli banner was here. Now, of course, Zhongli's gonna be back. I hope I can get him this time. I definitely did not get him the first time. So I remember back then this game was so much fun to play when everything was unexplored. But now, after you've managed to explore everything that there is, and I literally do think I have everything. If you have a look at the map here, you'll see the exploration progress is 100%, absolutely everywhere for me, and I've used the treasure compasses and so on pretty much everywhere, so I don't think there's any more chests lying around for me. Could of course be wrong. There might be a wooden chest hidden somewhere that I did not find, but not looking very optimistic in that regard. So I really hope they'll come up with some Inazuma or Chasm or whatever else they're talking about, some new content before too long. Here we go. So that is all the crystal that I will get for today. Of course there is chances that there might be some crystal down here or in here, as well as up on the mountains, but this is enough of crystal for me today. So now, let's go do the daily quests, which is of course the most important thing to do every day, I would say, even more so than the resin, because these actually give you primogems. And if you're not an actual big spender, then primogems is worth a lot. Let's see if we can go somewhere here. Foul as well.
Next on the agenda.
There we go. It's not really needed to kill all these slimes, but I do like doing it. If I can actually hit him, of course. That would be nice. There we go. Okay. He just died. And here we are. So that is the first commission done. We have one in the city. Let's see what that is. Oh. Okay. Hello, kitty. I feel like it's been a long time since I did this one. It's one of the rarer daily quests. Okay. What about starting from the beginning? No? Okay. Gentry Maotsai, Fan Yi, and Jiangzhou. Alright. Ring of Raining Blades.
Why'd they have to give me that transfer?
Alright. The Wrath of Haishan. Alright. Let's get back to him. Oh, don't climb the ladders, Diluc. So we can give him... Yeah, so I already have a bit of this from previously. So I think I gave him Ring of Raining Blades last time, so let's try and give him the Wrath of Haishan. we go. Well, so I even got an achievement today. So apparently you can give this guy first one of the 2 papers and then the other one, and then that will actually end up giving you an achievement. That's 5 Primogems right there. Not bad. So some of these things are related to daily quests, right? Like this one, I think, is also giving all the different kinds of materials to the guy who tells stories about Morax or Rex Lapis. Yeah, nice.
You should really bring the Knights of Livonia.
That was the second one. Where else do we have daily quests today? There's one over here. Up here there's also Genshin flowers every few days. I do sometimes go here and then fly straight ahead over there to grab another Genshin flower, then fly over here, and back there, and then down. And you'll be able to collect, I think it's about 10 or maybe 12 Genshin flowers, and also a couple of violet grass that way. That was very useful back when I did the Ganyu. Oh, I actually just realized I didn't actually complete the daily quest. Okay, we'll go back and do that after I kill these bandit guys.
Coming to be.
That's awkward.
Should I force it done? That tingle?
Okay.
We'll talk.
There we go. Alright, so let's just go back there and actually complete it. It's a little bit of a delay in the daily routine.
We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
There we go. So now we should have one more. It's up there. There's also these big guys, which they sometimes drop artifacts or big, the purple helitroll stuff. You can just kill him. You also get an achievement if you kill him without breaking the shield and stuff like that. Okay,
Focus.
well,
I'm going in.
Coming to be.
it's actually a
Access denied.
bit annoying.
Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda. We're way behind schedule.
There's also a couple of crystal flies here. And a
Next
slime.
on the agenda. Next on the agenda.
Just to practice. Oh,
Born of ice and frost. All hail.
quite easy. So that is daily quests. Then we just go back to the Adventurers Guild. Grab the rewards.
Next on the agenda. badass.
And finally, we want to use the resin that we collected. In my case, I'll just go to the Animo artifact dungeon because I need some better artifacts for Venti, who I just got during the last banner. He's just level 60, but I find him fairly useful. But his artifacts are just complete bullshit. He's even using a forced artifact currently. But I will actually bring him in here.
Didn't keep you waiting.
Because he's quite useful in this dungeon to collect all the enemies and do it quite quickly.
We're way behind schedule. Everybody stand! Time for takeoff. Here we go.
First, and then Venti.
Access denied.
All these guys.
Retribution!
Fortunately, I don't have quite enough firepower to kill them in one fell swoop.
Let me amuse myself a little. I can fix this. Teamwork is dreamwork.
And this one was even a bit worse because I didn't have Ganyu's ultimate to start off with. So it was not a very good run. Let's see if we can do that a bit better. That is so crap. I absolutely don't need the Maiden's set for anything. Let's try again.
Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Now we
This
have
is long
Ganyu.
overdue.
There we go.
Next on the agenda.
Much easier. It's amazing what
Next on the
difference
agenda. We're way
Ganyu's
behind schedule.
burst actually does. So that should be resin enough to do this 2 more times.
Next on the agenda. Teamwork is dreamwork. Think you can get away? Here we go. Blaze over.
Retribution!
Not really sure what I did there.
The citizens. Leaving so soon. No longer.
But still that went reasonably
We're way behind schedule.
fast. It's 2 green ones. 2 viridescent Vener.
Adventure time. Teamwork is time for takeoff. Yahoo! All hail! Born of ice and...
Retribution!
Can't run from
The more, the merrier. Look at me.
There we go. Ah. So bad. Anyway, that is pretty much what I do in a day of Genshin Impact. Of course, there is also the Spiral Abyss, which, in my case, is another 3 days until it expires, and I do need to collect a few more stars. I've never been able to get the full 36 stars in the Spiral Abyss. Is that the full? I don't even remember. Was it 40? I forget now, but I'm missing a few more stars at least. I did complete the Abyss, but not with the full stars. So, yeah. In a couple more days, I'll try out my luck and see if I can actually get a bit more Prima Gems from this before it resets again. That is it. Tomorrow, when you have some resin again, time to log in, do the whole thing over again. And hopefully there'll be some new events soon as well. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.